On the draw, mono 3-drops. This is about as tough as I think it's going to get, because every fiber of my being says instantly snap keep this, and I suspect that's probably not actually correct. Oh, I see, we're in the mirror. I hadn't even noticed. Okay, well, I guess now we both know we're in the mirror. On the draw, is this hand reasonable in the mirror? No, not at all, right? Eh. I'm gonna end up convincing myself to keep it one way or the other. I guess the question is, how many of those 6/6s do I end up getting? If I draw lands like this, I think I'm getting rid of both Mammoths to draw 6/6s. But Pack Leader seems pretty scary. Yes. Mildly concerning. Oh, Pack Leader. Fantastic timing. Would have loved to have you last turn. I wonder if I was supposed to play Old Growth Troll there and then Grizzled Huntmaster next turn. Just to have a blocker for Pack Leader that didn't immediately die to it. I'm going to go with completely yes. Meaning that I definitely did this wrong. No! My opponent also has 6/6s. This is downright unfair. I would like to draw a fight spell, I think. Or better yet, Pupper? Pupper into Old Growth Troll would be kind of excellent. I guess Kazandu Mammoth would still attack through a 5/5 Old Growth Troll, wouldn't it? I don't think having a Faceless Haven developed is worth not representing Snakeskin Veil here. I think it's more likely they just wind up not caring about Snakeskin Veil. Maybe they don't attack with Huntmaster because I'm representing Snakeskin Veil. But I have to imagine they went and grabbed Hollowhenge Wrangler, and it seems pretty tempting to play this turn no matter what. I still feel pretty silly for having played the Huntmaster on 3 instead of Old Growth Troll. I would be much better off now had I done it in the other order. Oh, really? I take it to mean that's instead of Wrangler? Interesting. Probably correct here, though, given the amount of damage I'm taking. I kind of need to hit a fight spell now. That's not gonna do it, is it? Well, I am technically dead because of Lair of the Hydra. So, we'll make the opponent remember the existence of Lair of the Hydra. See if they succeed. And they can also play creatures, too. So, would this have gone different if I played the Old Growth Troll? Probably. I don't know if I would have won, but Definitely a pretty critical mistake here. Yeah, because Old Growth Troll gives the land the ability, it still counts as a double snow permanent. The only reason I know that is because I had that exact thing come up earlier today and discovered that it worked. Alright, Inscription of Abundance is trim some Lupine Harbingers. We're on the play, so we keep the pack leaders, and we trim... I don't even know. I'm going to trim Snakeskin Veil on the play, and then probably cut some pack leader. No, well... Pack leaders suck on the draw, but not having a 2-drop is even worse. Maybe I cut more 4-drops on the draw? Is that right? Maybe. Maybe. Take the play, keep the hand, play the land. Play the land, play the Sculptor of Winter, hope we hit another land drop, but at least otherwise I get to play Old Growth Troll. Back leader, kinda scary. Missed the land drop, not happy. At least Old Growth Troll is hard to kill without hitting a ramp-ish drop. Okay, land drop, sure. Can't say I'm happy. Yeah, Mammoth gets to deal some damage here. I guess I could double block Mammoth. I get pretty blown out by a combat. Well, no, instant speed fight spell. Here I think I just take the 5 and accept the offered trade with pack leader. Alright, now we're looking at mana, so... I'm pretty certain that I'm just supposed to play as much to the board as I can. In the sense that Unnatural Growth is playing a lot to the board and draws a card immediately with Werewolf back leader. Yeah, this seems good. Risky single block open to Inscription blowout. That's true, so I should have double blocked. Yeah, I keep forgetting that Inscription can just put 2 counters. I keep thinking of it as an instant speed fight spell, but it can do a lot more than that. No. But in the sense of it can do a lot more than that. Do I have lethal here? Four mana, Harbingers, put 2 counters on it. 12. No. If I had drawn an untap land, I think I did have lethal. But without it, I don't think so. I kind of feel like that means that I'm just supposed to play 2 Old Growth Trolls. Okay. I guess that was good. Okay, so I was debating whether I wanted to get rid of Pack Leader. I don't think I really can. I do think I probably still want some Snakeskin Veils. What can I afford to cut? Huntmaster getting Hollowhenge Wrangler seems good, but only if the game gets to that point. Could trim Huntmaster for that reason. And I can probably trim Harbingers, although I wonder if foretelling this makes it better than all Oddity being able to flip. Is Growth on the draw too slow? I don't know. Part of me thinks that Growth just takes over the game enough that it doesn't matter that it's not stellar. Like, because it makes it so easy for your creatures to block, right? So if we end up in some sort of board stalled, trim a Ranger class? How much does this matchup, and this is something I don't have the answer to, what percentage of the time does this matchup come down to card advantage in the long run, and what percentage of time is it tempo oriented? My gut says cut a Harbinger. I think I'm going to make the bet that it comes down to card advantage more often than it comes down to a 4/4 haste on the draw. I know better than to keep this hand, right? I know better than to keep this hand? I don't know it better than that. I know I shouldn't, but I don't know better than that. This worked out very, very well so far. I wonder if I'm supposed to play Sculptor of Winter there. My assumption was Pack Leader makes it more likely they pump Ranger class, which I think is something I want them to do. Yeah. Cool. No Snakeskin Veil? No Snakeskin Veil. Cool. Oh, right. I keep thinking Blizzard Brawl gives it +1 toughness, and then I get confused by the number, but that isn't how that works. Okay. Well, between Blizzard Brawl and Inscription of Abundance, I kind of feel okay now. So I could play Lupine Harbingers here. Is leaving them with a creature on board probably a bad idea? The alternative is Inscription of Abundance, pump the Pack Leader, Blizzard Brawl, swing with Pack Leader, do 6, and then play Pup. That's probably correct. No land. Kind of sad. But we've got a big Pack Leader on board now. That's nice. So with the Tenacious Pup trigger, we can play a Lupine Harbinger, so if they can't really just play a 4-drop and swing... It is so weird that Pup gives 1 life, isn't it? That's just such a random inclusion. Okay, Old Growth Troll. So... I can fight with Inscription of Abundance. which leaves me one short. That's no fun. If I play Lupine Harbingers and attack, I deal 7, put them to 3. Right? Yeah. I think that's the best way of doing it. The alternative is Inscription of Abundance, fight Old Growth Troll, play Werewolf Pack Leader. Put them to 4. I just don't think that's as good. I didn't really think about Werewolf Pack Leader potentially drawing into something. I don't know if that made a difference. But I feel pretty good about the board state. Yeah, we did ramp them, but we have a lot more stuff on board. Alright. I'm not going to pretend that I didn't get super rewarded for that super loose keep. I'm assuming on the draw I'm probably not supposed to keep Blizzard Brawl, Inscription, Lupine, and 3 lands. But I couldn't resist. In the Mirror, Brawl is so strong I'd probably keep that. Okay. That kind of tracks. I assumed that, like, without Brawl, I wasn't really going to have much of a chance to recover tempo being on the draw anyway. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to give up having a turn 3 play to get Pack Leader out here with a Tenacious Pup. Or I could just draw an untapped land so I have a turn 3 play. That works. Alternatively, play turn 1 Mammoth, just don't play the Pup. Turn 2 Werewolf Pack Leader, turn 3 Kazandu Mammoth is maybe more reliable, but certainly weaker if I do end up top decking a land. Well, opponent. Oh, I should have played the Kazandu Mammoth as a land and played the Pack Leader, having drawn a 2-drop. So that I could actually play the Ulvenwald Oddity next turn. And then I'd be triggering 2 Werewolf Pack Leaders, which is just better than Mammoth. Yeah, that was sloppy. Should have noticed that changed things dramatically. My brain is immediately equipped to say, oh, Kazandu Mammoth? That's a 3-drop. That's better than a 2-drop. Which is not the case here. So I did cut about a lot of creatures, but a pretty wide percentage of the creatures that I cut were 4-drops. So if I trade Mammoth with Charger, it kills Pup. That kind of sucks. Okay, you got it, opponent. 3 damage has been dealt. I want to draw my card with Werewolf Pack Leader. Combat, swings, draw my card. They can trade with something if they want to. It's indestructible? Oh, wow. I guess I should have blocked with Pack Leader then. I didn't know that that happened. Yeah, it was a free block with Wolf. They swung to gain the life. I didn't realize that it had indestructible. Okay, Pack Leader down. I think I just want to play another Pack Leader. I don't need more mana, so I don't think Sculptor of Winter does anything currently. Quick creatures have double strike. Okay. That has haste. Okay. So we are on Equipment Tribal. I appreciate. Is there like some heuristic for when to play Oddity and when to play Harbingers? Because so far I'm just sort of guessing every single time. Okay. Thought they were gonna, like, double block pack leader. Okay, please don't kill me, opponent. Does that kill me? Yes. Yes, it does. I asked nicely, opponent. I asked so nicely. I guess I should have held back Pup, huh? I didn't really think there was a possible way for them to kill me off of 4 mana there, but 16 power with haste is a way to do that. That's a thing that exists. Let's play some fight spells. Just weighing the odds of whether you're more likely to get value off the Foretell or Oddity flip. Yeah. Seems tricky. I don't know why Lupine Harbinger looks like a land to me, but something about the set symbol on the bottom makes me, like, at a glance, think it's one of the double-faced land cards. I don't think I'm allowed to keep this. I don't think I want to keep this. But, yeah, it is technically allowed, so... That's true, punished for not taking the free block! Oh, he would have lived otherwise! That is what we call a moment that does the teaching for itself. That's the kind of lesson that is much longer term. I would like them to use a removal spell on Sculptor of Winter, I think, because it would mean not having that removal spell for Old Growth Troll. Okay, Kargan Intimidator. Wow, not swinging into Sculptor of Winter is kind of surprising. I would assume that's a trade they want to make. Do I want to kill the Kargan Intimidator? Probably. That is probably a thing I should do. Considering both of these are warriors, I'm not really interested in them making my Old Growth Troll incapable of blocking. I feel like with Unnatural Growth, I'm supposed to try to be playing towards the slightly longer game here, provided I don't get 16 damage with haste dealt to me again. The best use for snow basics is obviously mono blue. Figuring out a way to use the snow-covered island is probably going to be a tricky one. I suppose I can build a snow version of Izzet. I don't think there's, like, actually a reason to, but I could. Leather armor. Okay. Team pennants. They're going deep. Okay. So I'm happy to play Kazandu Mammoth here as a land so that we can play Unnatural Growth next turn. If the opponent wants to pump the Usher next turn to attack through Werewolf Pack Leader by playing Team Pennant activation, I'm probably okay with that. What you got, opponent? Was looking for you for a few minutes in Vegas but couldn't find you. Yeah, hopefully meet you in person for the next one. I spent pretty much the entire time wandering in circles around the main event side. Okay, so Team Pennant gets to equip, but you don't have haste. But lots of power. Hopefully Unnatural Growth is good enough against that. Oh, for each equipment. Wow, alright. Glimmer's kind of a real card, huh? Ho hum, ho hum, ho hum. I can't really attack with both, or I just die to the double strike creature, huh? So I guess I'm just attacking with Packleer. We have the blocker back here for double strike this time. We got that one. I've learned my lesson. Alright, we play our land. Okay, opponent. You got a silly big creature, but I got a silly big creature too. Akoum Teeth. Akoum Warrior. Oh my. The Warrior Tribal going deep. Okay, opponent, what are we gonna do? They can't really attack without lethal on the crackback. So, short of interaction, they just pass here. Sword of the Realms. Doesn't give first strike. 14 power, vigilance attacker. Goes back to their hand. They can't attack here, though. I just trade? I don't think they're okay with me just trading. Yeah. Okay, so can I do lethal? 8, 10, 18, 4, 20. I think so. I think so. Lethal? Lethal question mark? Block 5, take 5, 9, 7. Yeah, it looks like lethal. Please be lethal. Whee! Alright. Was in fact lethal. We are in Alchemy playing Alchemy cards. The Cardboard Live doesn't pick up any of the cards that are either Alchemy cards like Harbinger or modified cards like A-Faceless Haven. Hopefully that gets fixed sooner rather than later. I probably should check if there's an update, actually. Although every other time it's automatically updated. I kind of don't blame them because Alchemy was like, hey, stealth drop with very little notice. And with sets, at least, there's, all the cards revealed ahead of time. Which I have to imagine gives you more ability to get your ducks in a row. I'm not supposed to be playing Sawblade Slinger, right? No, it's got to be better in the board as a fetch with Grizzled Huntmaster, since it's a 4-drop. Same with Masked Vandal. Actually, does the existence of Masked Vandal mean that I should be playing the 4th Grizzled Huntmaster over a 4-drop? Yes. Were the new cards not on Oracle? That does make it slightly harder. But the Oracle text is just whatever text is on Scryfall, right? That's how that works. This looks awful. I'm going to keep, and we'll just top deck good. Or we can top deck lands. Not exactly what I was looking for. It's fine. We got lots of other top decks to top deck good things. Well, this is stuff that isn't good against Pup. I guess Kargan Intimidator is. Okay, okay. Inscription of Abundance is technically a card that does things. It would actually be a small problem for paper if the new cards were on our Oracle. Oh, in terms of differentiating modified cards? Yeah, that makes sense. This doesn't give them equip ability, right? No. Okay. I'm terrified by the Brenor nonsense that's gonna happen next turn. Oh, or I can draw Blizzard Brawl. It seems good. So we can fight Kargan Intimidator. Brenor has 3 toughness, which means I could hold up Inscription of Abundance to fight it in response to the Sword of the Realms. No, because this isn't going to have 3 power next turn. Right, which means there's no point. We're just going to have to hope they don't have Brenor. The opponent can definitely manually equip one of these things to Usher the Fallen to get it through Tenacious Pup, but if that's what they want to spend their mana on, I'm pretty sure I'm okay with that. Coom's Teeth does not let them cast a Brenor. I'm happy about that. Okay. I'm willing to take some damage from Angel Fire Ignition. Angel Fire Ignition, which this time around I can't actually do anything about anyway. What do you think, opponent? Nothing? Okay. Should I hold up Faceless Haven to block here? I don't think so. And I think at this point, I'm so close to kicking Inscription of Abundance that I'm probably not going to play it if I hold it up. So I think we just use our mana efficiently by investing in Ranger class. They can definitely keep pumping this thing with Angel Fire if they want. Assuming they don't have a spell they want to cast, I feel like Sword of the Realms, make a 1/1 is probably what they want to do. They choose to Team Pen in it. To give it trample? I guess. Sure. Now it works for me, because now I get to kill that with Inscription of Abundance and it doesn't go back to their hand. We have more lands coming. I'm sure that's totally fine. Not terrible for me in any way. I could Inscription of Abundance here to push through slightly more damage, but I think I want to force them to spend some mana before I Inscription. What you got, opponent? Kind of hoping they go for Angel Fire here, and then I just get to Inscription of Abundance that away. That would be the big win. I don't think that they're very likely to have removal, just based on the Well, I'm kind of assuming based on us having seen no removal from them earlier. But yeah, there is the possibility that they could. Luckily, I think... Oh, this has Vigilance? Oh, I messed up. I was supposed to Inscription of Abundance the Usher in response, I think? Well, maybe not. No, I think this still wound up being better. Counters here. I gain life. This fights this before it gets pumped. And then this gets shrunk again. Still has Vigilance, which is a problem. Our Tenacious Pup is not accomplishing terribly much. I'm really glad I spent all this mana into Ranger class to know what I'm about to draw. Okay, so 4 plus 7. Fire up Faceless Haven. Swing with the team. Put a counter on Faceless Haven. We don't have a lot of other options here, but thankfully they're forced into blocking the Haven, most likely. Our pup is actually accomplishing something. Huzzah! Alright, please don't kill me, opponent. I think that's pretty hard for them to do, but not impossible. They can swing for 11, I think? $12. My bad. Not quite lethal. Hey, a card off the top of our deck! Just in time. I forgot we had a Tenacious Pup trigger. Still waiting from turn 1. I'm so glad I played that creature in order to get the reminder that that trigger was still there. Can you imagine in paper playing a turn 1 creature and then on turn like 9 trying to remember that it had a trigger? Retrieve socks. Oh, you're gonna redeem that and make me actually get up with my bad back? Wow. Wow. I may or may not do that after this game. We'll see. I'm not sure. If laughing like that keeps hurting my back, I might need to not. Alright. Green, red, Shatter Skull stuff. Okay. I feel like I'm probably just supposed to not let them have a ramp creature. Alternatively, I could just play Kazandu Mammoth, save the Blizzard Brawl, hope the Kazandu Mammoth can block Kessig Naturalist. I feel like this is wrong, but I'm going to play the Mammoth. My instinct is to remove everything my opponent can ever do, so maybe doing something that's against my instincts can be educational. Okay, Kessig Naturalist does not punish me for going against my instincts. Though, maybe I need to fight now so they can't double block Pack Leader. My options are play Lupine Harbinger, attack with everything. They double block Pack Leader, lose a Naturalist. I mean, they're missing a land drop, so I guess I don't care too much. Alternatively, Blizzard Brawl, fight a Naturalist, play Kazandu Mammoth, have a blocker, swing, draw cards, do 9 damage. I think both lines are honestly pretty good. But I should probably play around the situation where they just don't block at all because of how desperate they are for mana. Shouldn't have played the Mammoth. Might have drawn a different 3-drop. Okay. Well, that's not how Blizzard Brawl works, but I'm sorry, opponent. I guess I did end up getting the best possible line, if that was going to be how they blocked. I've made that same mistake too many times. Okay, so we're on the draw. Probably don't have time for snakes. Well, if I don't have time for Snakeskin Veil, I don't have time for literally anything. Cut the Harbingers, trim a Huntmaster, play some inscriptions, trim... What, a Ranger class on the draw? I could be sold that that's a good idea. So if they double block and activate, yeah, I guess just removing both of their creatures was probably better than developing my board state. Hey, Alan to go. Thanks for the resub. I continue to appreciate the support. Okay. Pup into Huntmaster is a line. We even have Pup into put 2 counters on Pup to block. I guess that is technically a line that is available to us. Pup into Old Growth Troll seems even better, actually. The trouble with going with the Ranger class and upgrade line is that then you're kind of unhappy if the opponent just doesn't block at all. Because you have a 2-2 in play instead of a 3-3 blocker for the Kessig Naturalists, and you can't even fight. Alright, well, I don't really have many choices here. Other than that I should have sorcery speeded Inscription of Abundance was a choice that I could and should have made. Ouch. Not great. Yeah, that's a little painful. This gets Vigilance? From the Tenacious Pup. Right, yeah. Alright, well, I'm pretty okay with my opponent turning it back to day here for me. So, somehow this has actually worked out kind of fine. Oh, but Tovolar turns it back. Right, okay. I'm not completely convinced it was actually correct to sorcery speed Inscription of Abundance. It was probably correct. Probably correct. Interesting attack. Do they desperately need the mana? I was gonna say, I get to block and block. Here, I assume I'm just blocking Lord of the Ulvenwald. If they want to spend 3 mana to trade with my Old Growth Troll, I think I'm okay with that. How important... I don't think I should throw away a 3-4 here. So now they lose their Mana Dork, they lose an Anthem, and they lose the opportunity to play stuff if they do this. Yeah. I wonder if they have a 1-drop to play now? Or if they just didn't think to deal 1 more point of damage and draw a card. They probably have a 1-drop to play. Or the opportunity to play a 2-drop if they hit a land. Works for me. Okay, so I can... I think I'm supposed to play to the board. So play the Huntmaster, Blizzard Brawl, the Pup to kill Tovolar, hold up Snakeskin Veil, turn it back to day, and then the fact that the opponent is so light on lands ought to make life pretty hard on them. Very likely they do have Snakeskin Veil here because they work so hard to keep up 1 mana. Yeah. But either way, still turning back today. I can't really attack now, unfortunately. Because I have to represent a double block on Tovolar. I forgot that I lost toughness flipping back. So maybe I could have not. No, because I don't want them to be able to attack with both. Me trade with Tovolar, them draw a card off Tenacious Pup doing damage. So probably still correct to not actually attack. Flips to night, sure. In which case, I think I'm okay passing the turn. If I choose to make a... Interesting. So what do you plan to do if I double block opponent? Because that's definitely... I really hope they attack here. I think I can blow that out pretty hard. Starting with just double blocking. Because whichever one of these creatures they want to kill, they have to cast the spell first. They don't want to trade 1-for-1 here. Seven. So Inscription of Abundance to just kill this thing is probably the best way I have of blowing this out, I think. I could Snakeskin Veil the Grizzled Huntmaster and make a 4/4 and keep my Inscription of Abundance. That actually is probably better, huh? Oh, wait, no, if I sack this land, I can't kick Inscription of Abundance. That's probably okay. I think I'm just supposed to start getting aggressive here. We'll find a 5th land eventually to kick this Inscription of Abundance if we need to. And if we don't, then that means we're drawing spells that have an impact on the board, in which case we're probably still winning by having a better board state there regardless. Okay, Rahilda's a double striking 3/3 Vigilance Trample is a little scary. Especially if they have a Snakeskin Veil here. Except, if they have a Snakeskin Veil right now, then it turns back to day. So maybe I actually am okay with that? Snakeskin Veil turns their creature into a 4-power first striker. Is that okay? What if I kill the pup with Inscription of Abundance? They have 1 blocker, block the pack leader, go to 9. That's no good. No, I don't think that I'm supposed to force them to turn it back to day there. I just don't think that's actually meaningful. Okay. Alright, I'm pretty sure I still just want to force the opponent to be the first to do something. If they want to lose their whole board here, that's fine, but I don't think that that's their line. Or maybe it's their line. What you got for me, opponent? Cinderclasm, huh? So that's dealing 1 damage currently, which saves the Rahilda. I don't want that to happen, so we're going to kick this. I don't have lethal, right? If I kill that, put counters here, I'm 1 short still. Can't pump pack leader and play Inscription. So counters here, fight the Rahilda means that my Troll Warrior ends up dying before damage. I'm not excited about that. Maybe this isn't... No, because I gotta kill the Rahilda. Counters on Huntmaster, kill the Rahilda. I guess I can't really save the Huntmaster no matter what, can I? So maybe I'm not supposed to bother? I could put the counters on the Huntmaster and then fight the Rahilda and lose the 4/4. That's just not good. I can't just put counters on the Huntmaster and save it because it still dies to the combat damage from Rahilda. It just means that I get to fight the pup instead. And if I'm going to do that, I'd rather put the counters on the Troll Warrior so that it's bigger, so it stays alive, and then just fight with the Huntmaster. I think that's the best way to go about this. Maybe putting the counters on the pack leader is better, but I don't think so. It's close.